So welcome back everyone, Mike here. It is another beautiful day. It's hard to believe that it's just the middle of March, but I just got home from work about 15 minutes ago and it's about 5:30 right now. We're going to see what we can get done here in the next hour and a half. And something else I'm going to do, I'm going to answer a whole bunch of questions tonight that keep coming up, especially from the last couple videos. So a lot of people were asking about this conduit I put in the ground here. Maybe I didn't explain it well the other day. But what I did, I buried a conduit from right underneath that door because right beside it is going to be a little utility room. And I had some extra 3-inch electrical conduit. So I dug this trench across here, all the way over to here. And I put a big 90-degree sweep on it and a cap. The only reason I put that in is they're talking about us getting public water here at some point. Some people say it's for sure, some people don't. I'm not holding my breath, but if we do, at that point, all I will have to do will dig down beside that big sweep, get to the end of the pipe, cut it off, and I can feed my water line right through to the little utility room. Then there were a ton of comments about how deep I put the water line in. It is plenty deep for our area right here. Right there where you still see that hole underneath the door, I was probably close to 3 feet deep right there. And keep in mind, finished grade is going to be right up where that door sill is. Out in this area here, I was at least 3.5 feet deep, maybe even 4 feet deep. So I'm plenty deep. One thing that's pretty interesting about having this YouTube channel is people from all over the country watch, and actually all over the world. And we all do things kind of the same, but depending where you're at, you probably do things a little bit differently. Like if I lived in northern Maine, this water line I'm sure would have to be quite a bit deeper. If I lived in, say, South Carolina, you could probably get away with 2 feet. I don't know how those people do it, but around here, 3 feet is pretty much the norm. Well, enough chit-chat for right now. I got a bunch more questions to go over here in just a bit, but I'm going to hop back on the MX and put some of that 2A limestone on top of those number 3s. Oh, and another question that came up, actually from 3 or 4 different people. They were asking if I had a stunt double in the last video when I was using this. This is a new shovel right here, by the way. No, I was not using a stunt double. As a matter of fact, check out this one. This is one of many shovels that I have worn out over the years. Mostly from my blasting days when I was a blaster. But I am very familiar with the shovel. I always like these ones here though. They're nice and light. And what you do, you know, would drill boreholes, load them with explosives, and then the cuttings around that hole, you would shovel back in the hole. And I mean, thousands, hundreds of thousands probably over the years. I was a blaster for, yeah, about 25 years. And I spent a lot of time with the shovel. Don't enjoy it as much as I used to. But no, that wasn't a stunt double. I'm going to end with the stone right here for now. What I've been trying to do, and it's working, is just work my way around the building. If you remember, I started with the downspout drains on that side, got them out, started stoning around the building, put the conduit in for the electric line, got that. Now I have the conduit in case we get public water. That's done. And once I go around this side here, though, we stubbed out the sewer pipe, which will go over to the septic tank. And I'll need a water line coming out of that end, going to a cistern tank. And by the way, if anybody knows a supplier for like, I don't know, 2,500 or 3,000 gallon tanks, let me know in the comments. I'd appreciate it. Or even send me an email to outdoorswiththemorgans@gmail.com. I found several online. There's a place not far from here has them. I just want to make sure I explore all my options because they are not cheap. I think with a 3,000 gallon tank somewhere in there, I should be pretty good. Like I mentioned the other day, we won't be using this, you know, we're not going to be washing clothes, showering all the time, anything like that. So I'm hoping that a cistern tank will work pretty good for a while, and initially we'll have water delivered into that tank. At some point, maybe I'll do like a rain collection system. I'm not sure. Right now, I want to make sure we have water, and that will be with the tank. Then I'll wait on the public water, maybe rain collection. We'll just have to see. But anyway, seriously, if you know of a good place to get like a 3,000 gallon tank that's not super expensive, please let me know. Oh, also another thing people were asking is why, when I have stone delivered, I don't just have the triaxle come back here around the building. He would not be able to make this turn. With the screen on this camera, I don't know, it maybe appears wider than what it really is. But no way could a triaxle make this. I'll be able to with the pickup and the dump trailer. Big truck, no way though. But this is looking pretty good. The thing to do now is wait for a rain. And once it rains, a nice soaking rain, you get back here, you run it in a little bit, touch it up with the land plane, and it'll get super hard. This is a really good combination here. Geotextile, number 3 rock, 2A limestone. So I got some more time before it gets dark. I think what I'm going to do now is move this roll of geotextile out of the way. I'll move it up here onto the stone. Push this debris here over that way a little bit. That will get loaded into the dump trailer, taken down to the burn pit. But then I'll grab some of this topsoil on this edge here. It's not the best stuff, but there is definitely a lot of topsoil in there. And I'll come around here and start dumping it along this edge. At some point, I would like to build a retaining wall, maybe start it right here and go all the way around. That's just not in the cards right now. I have too many other things to do. But I'd like to kind of put enough dirt in here to feather it out where I can mow all this right up next to this road here. And the only place I'd have to run a string trimmer would be like from that downspout pipe around. That's kind of the plan. All right, that's some pretty nice topsoil right there. I do have some big roots mixed in with it. But you know what would work good here is the excavator with that grading bucket. Getting a lot of side hill lean with the tractor as I go out that way. So I have some time here. I think I'll throw it on and start working my way this way. Like to get it kind of knuckled in before it rains. When that topsoil is real loose and fluffy like that, it'll really suck up the water. Something else I'll do, when it gets a little closer to actual spring, I'll put that rake on the BX, rake all that debris up. Eva's going to pick up all these sticks, but there's still leaves down there from last year. This whole section's just a mess. But what I'm going to do is till this all up, blend it in with what I'm doing here, reseed everything, and this will be a really nice lawn. It'll look real nice. So what do you think?
Looking good.
We're getting a lot done this week with this weather. It's
and today was warmer.
It was a little warmer today, but I keep telling myself this can't last. You know what I mean? It is still middle of March right now.
That's true.
But as soon as it starts raining, we got plenty of stuff to do inside.
Do you think you need to put a little bucket or something over that cap?
No, I didn't hit it.
No, but like just anyone else?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe I could put like a flag there or something.
Yeah, just so you don't forget.
Yeah, I'm pretty close to it now, but
That's what made me think of it.
I was paying attention.
Okay. That's some good topsoil.
That is. There's a few.
That's what you stripped off of here?
Yeah.
Wow.
Nice, deep, dark, rich, beautiful dirt.
Yep. Didn't go far.
No. All right, it's starting to get dark. I'm going to work a little bit longer, but you get an idea what this will look like. What I'll be able to do when the time comes is like that BX with that rake on it. I'll be able to back right up here, rake that down. It'll be all ready for seed. But anyway, I think that's about it for today's video. I am loving this time change and I'm loving this weather. I just have a little bounce in my step. It just feels good to get home after driving around that truck all day and actually do something here on the property. But anyway, I think that's it for today's video. Like I always say, if you enjoy these videos, please hit the like button, click subscribe, share them with your friends. Thanks.